Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are now this Empress, and problems are probably ensuing. The last one was murdered under mysterious circumstances, which is highly unfortunate. We have a couple more years until we come of age. We do have a dangerous faction. We are only one above our domain limit right now, so that's a good thing. But what is going on with this faction? This is an independence faction. Do we have any others? Yes, there's a liberty faction as well. Okay. What can we do here? Well, I mean... we don't have a lot of options, although we can recruit this guy to our court. And break his betrothal. This will create further problems down the road, though. We need to go through all of these and just see if we can negotiate with them. I believe we already did this, but I'm going to make absolutely sure. If we can negotiate with any one of these, then that would do the trick. At least for now, temporarily. No, we can't negotiate with those. But what about these in the Liberty faction? The answer is... probably not, but let's see. I don't want to request a claim. I'm just checking in here to see if it's in there. What's in here? No. Okay. Nope. Well, actually, probably not. No. Okay. So. That's awkward, for sure. We will come of age soon enough. And we're not endorsed by our... right. Yeah, this awkward situation. We'll have to deal with this guy. We could send him a gift, but we already sent him one. So that'll have to just chill for the moment. We are above our domain limit, and let's see what happens with these factions over the next little while here. Okay. We can always acquiesce to the Liberty faction if we have to. That's not a huge problem because that'll just bump down our crown authority. It will hurt, but it's not the end of the world. The Independence faction is a much bigger deal. Okay, that's not far from our capital. That actually can maybe be worked with. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any sons. Old Hellenic populace. Okay. That's fine. So the Liberty faction, we'll think about doing something about. But for right now, this is a larger threat to us. No sons here either. There is a son here. So we could potentially get this guy on our side. That would actually drop them not below the threshold. The threshold is 65%. Okay. Other options. We are organizing army right now. If we were of age, this would be much simpler, but we are not. I think we're going to have to fight these guys. They can send their ultimatum in 1 month, and these guys will acquiesce to. We'll boost our crown authority back up later. So we're going to go ahead and raise our troops in her capital. And she only has 4,000 troops. So we're going to raise men-at-arms. We're going to raise levy troops here. This is more than enough. We'll group all of that together. This is fine. Okay. Go ahead and send your ultimatum, lady. Do it. Can send ultimatum at any time. Any moment now. Okay, there's the independence demand. We will not be threatened. So they are going to fight us. We're going to immediately walk away and come back to begin our siege here. The Liberty faction, we will have to acquiesce to. We can't really afford to fight both of them at once. So we're going to deposit a siege force here, as usual. These guys will stay here. We'll leave a siege commander in charge of that force. And these guys, they're going to walk over here and eliminate this force. Perfect. If we had captured her there and ended this war, I wouldn't have had to... Well, actually, we'll see what happens with the Liberty faction. They may or may not send their demand. We'll see. Okay. So we got that territory. Fantastic. We're going to head down over this way. I'd like to fight these guys over here. How many troops do they have total? 33,000. How many do they have in this region? Not many is the answer. Okay. Sounds good. So we're at 27% war score. We're going to occupy here. A secret has been exposed. If the Liberty faction pops, our plan is to acquiesce to them. If they do not pop, then that's great. We're going to chase this army down. And looks like we catch them here. That's perfect. We want a siege. We're going to head down to Cobber. Cool. That's a stack wipe. What else is in the area? There's a 7k stack over here. We'll arrive there in 5 months. We'll take 1 attrition tick. That seems acceptable. Cool. 4 months until they finish that siege. Okay. So we'll finish this siege up, and we'll head up over here next. Cool. They actually didn't finish their siege. Here's the Liberty demand. We will drop down to High Crown Authority. That's fine. This means that we're not going to take that attrition tick. That's wonderful. Because they are abandoning their siege here. Are they going to siege here? I'm not sure what their plan is. There's these guys here, but that's okay. Not a big deal. We do have ticking war score at this time. Okay, just wanted to see who all was opposing us here. Okay, so we're going to fight this force here, and we will win it, just because of sheer numbers. There we go. There's another faction brewing here. This is populists. We could maybe demand conversion from these guys. If they accept, they'll leave this faction. They probably won't, but we'll give it a go. Okay, where are our troops over this way at? Ah, they grouped up over here. Okay. And he wants a hook. I actually accept that. I only wished for your salvation. Okay. There we go. So no faction problem there. We're at 62% war score. Now, they do have a small numerical advantage on us over here. So we're going to raise up additional troops right here. And we will just arrive here shortly. We could become just. That's fine. 10,000 additional troops here is good. And we'll group these all together and head on in to fight them. Now we see these guys over here. They are a threat to our siege force. We'll keep an eye on them. If we have to run, we'll run. I'd love to catch this force up here. And it looks like we catch part of it. Cool. And this guy is going to bump back to normal taxes. We'll get that back later. That's okay. We're going to fight a large portion of their army here. And then we're going to head up over here. Now, these guys, I think, are going to siege down this capital. We'll see if that's their plan. That's an extremely solid victory for us here. We're at 88% war score, and we're going to come back over this way. It looks like they're actually going to pursue our siege force, which is going to run away. We do not want to fight them. And now they're going to turn around and start sieging over here. This is fine. So these guys will return back. They're actually ordered to go directly to that location by sheer coincidence. They'll arrive there in 5 months. 4 months on that siege there. This is a hostile army. We'll head down over this way, I think. Actually, over to here. They're walking away again. They gave up on that siege. Interesting pathing. I'm not sure what their plan is here. But they're going to lose the war. They're about to lose. We do have a Dynasty Legacy available. We could take monthly martial lifestyle experience if we wanted to. Men-at-Arms counter efficiency is good, and max number of Men-at-Arms regiments. Yeah, we'll work our way down that. That's okay. Cool. So we're at 95%. And this siege will end the war. Perfect. War is over. We enforce demands and disband our troops. We did not even go into debt. I love it. So now we're going to start working on bumping up our military counts on paper so that we have a harder time having those rebellions happen. And when are we going to be able to bump up to absolute crown authority again? Well, that's going to be like 20 years. So that's going to be fairly lengthy for sure. Ransom, sure, that's acceptable. This ransom is fine too, as long as they're not our vassal. We will continue to construct. There we go. And what is this ransom? You are our vassal. Get out of here. You rebelled. You can stay in prison. Excellent. We do need to work up our level of fame. And that is something that we will do. But with all of these vassals imprisoned, I don't think we're going to see serious factionalism for the rest of this character's life. So that's very good. We're going to come of age in 2 years here. We're probably going to break this betrothal, is my guess. We'll see what our final domain limit ends up looking like. Although right now we're at 10 of 10, which is not bad. Not bad at all. This ransom is acceptable. Excellent. We will continue to upgrade structures as we can. And we can meet our peers one last time before we come of age here. Let's go ahead and do it. Hopefully we won't get wounded this time. So far, we're 2 for 2 on that. The meeting of peers begins. Fantastic. We could get a crush on this guy. He's our cousin. Let's not do that. Singular focus for 10 years. Okay, sure. That's not too bad of a malice. We could go for a swim. And we saved him. Cool. We could learn about this guy's witch secret, but I don't care about that. I really don't care about silly secrets. Somebody's trying to claim our throne. I'm not shocked about that. And there we go, 150 prestige. We do, of course, have our spy master working on disrupting schemes. He's very bad at his job, though, and we're going to replace him with this guy, who is much better at his job. Cool. Okay, so we're going to come of age on 21 April, so just under a year here. That's excellent. What is this? Yes, we accept that ransom. That is completely fine. Fantastic. So we're going to want to subjugate this guy over here. That is our next subjugation war. How much will it actually cost us? 1,800. Okay, and we of course need to be exalted among men. We'll need to work our way up there. Our prestige is fairly limited though because we're a child right now. We can transfer this count over, and actually I'll go ahead and do that. We can ransom off Xenon here. 40% chance of gaining diligent. This is worth it for 17 stress. Hey, we got it. We're diligent. Fantastic. We can ransom this guy as well. Cool. And any additional constructions that we can do? Yes, we can go ahead and build military camps. And over here we can build a second curtain wall. Cool. An alliance? I decline. Okay. So we're going to be coming of age in just a couple of months here. No. It's too expensive. Ransoming this guy, he is our vassal, so we decline. We do not want him to continue with factionalism. But we are about to come of age, and we'll see what happens with our education trait and with our domain limit. Let's see. Just under a month here. Apparently this guy had an extramarital affair with his sister. That's not great. I wouldn't recommend that. We are Midas touched. Perfect. That is fantastic. That puts us at 10 of 12. And as far as our spouse goes, we're still probably going to want... Well, we break this betrothal, for sure. Yeah, that costs us prestige, but that doesn't cost us level of fame. Then we're going to find ourselves someone who has some nice, solid stewardship. I mean, none of these are amazing. I guess this guy would do. Sure. That'll also cost us prestige, but that's fine. Okay, so there we go. And we're going to want to do a stewardship wealth focus for the time being. Let's see. We are working on urbanization currently. Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted it to be. We will become the culture head in a moment here. There we go. The wealth focus just got invalidated. Interesting. We'll put that back in. We're the new culture head of Armenia. Fantastic. And we are, of course, going to want to immediately revoke a couple of castles here. Specifically this one. And this one. And then we're going to want to go into our council and have our emperor manage domain. That gives us another 2 domain limit. So we're going to revoke this one. And then this one as well. We do need 1 more domain limit if we want to get maxed out here. We need a total of 15. So, I mean, that's a lot, right? That's a whole lot. No doubt about it. But we can definitely get some upgrades going here. Fantastic. We've got some nice power going on, and sure, we'll let the traitor be known to all. They're trying to claim our throne. That's hilarious. They can try. 75 prestige. Excellent. We should call a hunt, and we will go ahead and do that. Let's just throw them in jail, honestly. We're not going to expose them. We're going to throw them in jail from now on. Let's see. We are going to gain 75 prestige here. Excellent. We need to work up our level of fame. 75 more prestige. That does bring us up to illustrious. How much do we need for exalted among men? 5,000. Okay, that's a lot. Those vile heretics have led them astray. It is true. This ransom is not going to happen. There we go. So when is our hunt going to end? There we go. A good kill. Fantastic. The claim throne scheme has been abandoned. That's very good. We return home reinvigorated, and there's some progress there. We're going to host a grand feast as well for another 175 gold. Welcome, friends. Oof, spending 75 prestige there. But spending prestige doesn't actually matter that much. Making prestige does, because what we want is fame here. We don't actually care about our prestige at this exact moment. We want fame. Either way, this is okay. We got the prestige. That's good. That's even better. Okay. What else can we do for prestige? Well, apparently that is out of wedlock. Okay, sure. I don't care. Rangers' huts have been constructed. We are going to come back in here and see about getting additional constructions done. There we go. More gold coming in would be nice. Port artifacts have been destroyed, and that's a lot of them. Okay. I want to check in here at the court artifacts. Yeah, these are all reasonably okay. Should be fine. We will, of course, continue to upgrade castles as we can. This ransom is going to be declined, and this ransom is going to be declined. There's a court event available. In fact, there's 3 of them. Poor manners from our men of Ahura Mazda here. We would like opinion from him. So there we go. Overt indulgence happening. We could imprison this guy. Get 50 gold. Sure, we'll do it. Grandial excess. We could recover our court grandeur. Do it. Excellent. There we go. And we have a few more constructions to do over here, of course. We want to grab some coops. Perfect. We're working our way up Exalted Among Men. We did have a son, and he wants to name it Eshkan. Sure, that's fine. I don't care about naming him Eshkan. We could hold court, and, I mean, we could get prestige out of that, so let's go ahead and do it. It does cost prestige to run it, but let's see here. We're going to have 3 petitioners, of course. It was hit by the recent occupation. Apparently, I was hit by a coughing fit. Fantastic. Well, that's exciting. Well, we could definitely grant tax relief. That's okay. A shadow in the night. Okay, well, what do we got here? Disappearance of bodies. It was our court physician. We'll tell him to stop. A holy tomb, huh? Okay, spend 250 faith. It makes this be a temple holding. Now, that's a place that's not yet created. Done. That will actually be valuable for us. Cool. My business here is done. So we didn't get any prestige out of that, sadly, but we did get some opinion from our court chaplain. And he now endorses us. Not fully, but he does endorse us. So that's good. Now we can work on swaying him, and that's something that we should do now that we're of age. Excellent. You're proposing an alliance? I decline. We don't need alliances. That is certainly not a thing that is necessary at this point. We are the superpower. Like, look at this. It's not necessary. Nobody can really help us. Some of them can oppose us a little bit, I suppose. This guy, our uncle, has declared his love for us. No. Stop it. Go away. This is an independent realm. Oh, I see. Yeah. I think we've seen this before. It's very awkward here. But there's not a lot we can do about it right now. What we really need is level of fame. That is very necessary at this point. I'd love to get some prestige, but this is not really an option. Of course, we're in the stewardship lifestyle experience right now, so that's not necessarily the best way to get prestige. But that's fine. No real decisions that we could do here, although we could go on a pilgrimage to build up some piety, and that is something that I think that we should do. We'll go on a very long pilgrimage. It is time to depart. We have a new stewardship perk available, and we will, of course, take golden obligations. Excellent. A rude story, huh? Don't worry, my lady. You're nothing like the witch in this story. It's about the empress of some faraway place called Bizarro Ottomans. Really now? Tell me more of this empress. He wants to give us Armenian shiny laminar armor. Actually, that's pretty good. Is that better than what we've got? Absolutely it is. We will take that. Thank you very much. And we'll put it on. There we go. Nice. Sounds good. Our fellowship is growing smaller. We could hire foreign guards, or we could get divine protection here, and we'll take the protection of Ahura Mazda. I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm sure we won't get waylaid at all. Hey, we arrived. Fantastic. We're now a pilgrim, and we gain a level of devotion. So all we need now really is to work up our prestige, and the best way to do that would probably be to declare a different war, other than this one. Like, if we were to declare on this guy with, like, a de jure war, we could maybe do something there. We'll have to shop around. It is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will resume our expansion out in this direction. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.